हाँ, आपका स्क्रीन शेयर हुआ है।
Yeah.
हाँ,
So we continue today from where we left last day. I
हुँ,
think we should open the mm,
एलएमएस
LMS first.
कॉपी।
Okay.
कोई क्लास जॉइन किए थे आप आज?
ना, आज टाइम
मेरे
ही
को
नहीं
भी
मिला
नहीं
था।
हो पाया। हाँ, मैंने एक फर्स्ट क्लास में जॉइन की बट वो कंसंट्रेट करने के लिए नहीं हो रहा था, जस्ट तो खान में लगा रहे थे बट
Actually, means before starting this semester, I would really like to join this class, Cloud Infrastructure
हुँ, हुँ,
Services, and
हुँ,
some
हुँ,
corporate law. But
हुँ।
I
शायद
joined
कल
this.
है ना
I joined this
कॉर्पोरेट लॉ का?
cloud infrastructure classes
हुँ,
one time, the very first time. Mm,
हुँ,
but the thing was not so convincing for me.
ओके।
Where it is that web technology?
वेब टेक्नोलॉजी।
This one, advanced
हाँ,
web
यहाँ पे है
technology.
3.2। हुँ,
And this time I found means classes are not so regular, na means some classes are not in means in weekdays
आज
they are
पता नहीं
also
इस वीक
given
में हाँ,
some classes.
वीकडेज
I
में
don't
गए
know.
थे?
I do not follow though, but uh,
4
ये
क्लास का ही दिए थे, मैंने सोचा था कि ये कब दिया है,
कहाँ पे दिखाई देता है एग्जैक्टली इट
वो
इज
वीकली वीकली सेशन में।
या ये 10 when I click on this one I found something in
हाँ,
between. See here, Wednesday, and on Sunday you just have only single class, and that is your corporate law. वो
अरे
भी
ये तो
फोर
मैंने
फोर पी
देखी
एम
नहीं।
4 PM पे वो आगे का टाइम क्या हुआ मतलब they could have done it way before. No, it is 4 PM.
अरे
And
ये एक
Wednesday
क्लास मिस हो गया
कौन
तो।
सा
ये
which one?
वेडनेसडे में जो किया है।
वेनेसडे का नहीं, वेनेसडे का शायद हमारा क्लास नहीं है ये तो AWS वाला क्या शायद ये हमारा क्लास नहीं है पर स्टिल इट इज कमिंग
वो जो
ऑलवेज।
एक्स्ट्रा ओहो, हाँ ये थोड़ा एंगेजमेंट क्लास करके देते हैं, वो होगा शायद।
क्या पता, मैं तो रेगुलर फॉलो
हम्म,
नहीं करता हूँ। ये एडवांस सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग शायद हमारा ही है, क्लाउड
मॉर्निंग में था।
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर। और
मॉर्निंग में था और एडवांस्ड
ये
ये वो
गेस्ट क्या है,
क्या
गेस्ट
है
सेशन पता नहीं, आई डोंट नो।
वो वो जो
गेस्ट
डेविड लुई करके एक लेक्चरर थे, पता है आपको? जो नेटवर्किंग का गेस्ट
हाँ
लेक्चरर
हाँ वो एक
इंटरनेशनल
था
स्पीकर करके वो एक दे रहा था ना, ऐसा कुछ एक गेस्ट लेक्चरर से
क्लाउड
करवा रहे हैं।
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर सर्विस, ये मिस्टर SG राजा। होगा कुछ इसका लेक्चर वेक्चर होगा। एनीवे एनीवे
बट
एक्चुअली इन दिस
एडवांस वेब
सब्जेक्ट्स।
टेक्नोलॉजी का शायद नहीं था उसमें क्लास में।
व्हिच वन?
वीकली शेड्यूल आप एक थोड़ा सा ओपन कीजिएगा।
ये वाला
क्लासेस का जो देते हैं ना।
वीकली शेड्यूल का क्लास, वेयर कैन आई फाउंड दैट थिंग?
4 सब्जेक्ट्स के लिए दिए थे वो।
अच्छा
तो
यहाँ पे हियर यू
कल
कैन
4
फाइंड
बजे से
समथिंग,
है।
दिस वन टुडे
हाँ।
and upcoming Sunday, advanced web technology and open elective. अच्छा
कल 2 क्लास, आज 2 क्लास था।
एडवांस वेब टेक्नोलॉजी का
2
कोई
क्लास में
क्लास?
एक ही है। हाँ, हाँ।
हाँ, एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी में देयर आर नो सच क्लास व्हेन यू व्यू इन दिस सेक्शन, you do not have any class na
ओह!
here, only the corporate law.
हुँ।
Okay. कॉर्पोरेट लॉ में क्या होता है एक बार देखना पड़ेगा।
कल मैं ज्वाइन करती हूँ। कल शायद है
हम्म
4 बजे के बाद। 2 बजे से स्टार्ट होता है आई थिंक एक वो।
4 p.m. दे के रखा है।
हाँ।
अच्छा।
हम्म,
तो coming to web technologies, actually what I am saying, this cloud infrastructure and means these subjects are so means what can I say, means many things are there. Okay.
हम्म,
Organization factor on PPTs are just if you just go and read the PPTs and try to remember some terms, these are
हम्म,
the terms and the definition of the terms is not enough for this kind of technologies. You should have some hand-on experience or some simulation that to be shown in the class, but I don't think
हम्म,
there will be a scope for the faculties to show such kind of things here.
the end of syllabus framed.
Hmm. All you have to do, you have to learn by yourself. Okay. Okay, so we were in this PHP part 1. Last day we end up, as far as I remember, PHP and HTML, PHP operators.
That we have seen. We have just glanced the PHP operators.
PHP operators. After that, we went into the PHP and HTML part. We know how to write
हम्म,
PHP and HTML together, na? We know how
हम्म,
to write PHP and HTML together, right?
यस।
So,
आप यहाँ से शुरू करने वाले थे।
हाँ यहाँ से शुरू करने वाले थे तो we know already we have learned how to write PHP and HTML together. Still, I am going to demonstrate one more thing on this topic. Okay,
ओके।
just let's start. Okay, first open the
ओके।
VS Code and create another demo PHP 3 folder here. So just create a folder, demo PHP 3. Okay, so inside that folder, uh, demo PHP 3, I have created it. Yeah, demo PHP 3. So inside demo PHP 3, I am going to create a file. Say, uh, I am saying that this is my index.php, right? So what I will try to do here, I will, this will be a complete HTML file, right? I will create a
ओके।
complete HTML file, just showing you. I'm taking the HTML structure. Okay. So inside this HTML file, I am going to create a table, and inside that table, I am just going to display the what you can say a multiplication table. Let's, for example, okay, and that multiplication table will
ओके।
be created dynamically, right?
ओके।
Multiplication table means what? I'm just trying
मल्टीपल्स
to
ऑफ
I'm just trying to demonstrate how you can embed the PHP script or PHP code inside an HTML.
HTML पेज।
This will be needed very much. Not notepad. I want a paint here. This type of things means embedding PHP code inside an HTML will be needed very much when you are doing the project. Okay, when we start the project,
ओके।
you will need this thing very much. So what we will do, we will create a table. Means our final lookout will be like this. You will have a table like this. Okay, here suppose you are taking 5. You want the multiplication table of 5. So 5, how you can display it? 5 1, it will be your 5, like that.
5।
Say 5 2, it will be your
2
10,
will be
like that.
10।
Okay, so we want a table like that, but that table will be created dynamically using PHP script. Okay, embedded inside HTML.
inside HTML page।
HTML page. Okay, so how to create
ओके।
a table in HTML? We can create a table using a table
यूजिंग
tag.
टेबल टैग।
So let's create a table tag first. table, HTML table. Just coming here, table, give border equal to say 1. Okay,
mm,
table. So inside table, what you will have? You will have tr.
my okay.
Here, na?
Here, TRTD.
Tier td. Inside tier, you will have, look at the table. So this is a tier.
Mm,
This is a
mm.
tier. And inside tier, we
5 is
have
TD,
3
3
TD.
TD.
So TD1 slash TD. Then you are taking another TD and another TD, right?
Mm,
Got it?
yes.
So suppose you are creating the multiplication table for 5. So here 5, 1 and it will be 5, right? Okay.
Mm,
I'm just copying this thing. Suppose the next element will be 5, 2 and it will be
5 to
10.
10.
Let's run it. How to run it? Tell me. Localhost.
Ramp we have to,
Yeah, XAMPP, I
on.
have already started this XAMPP. XAMPP is started.
Okay.
And localhost slash webtech slash
Subject
demo
slash demo 3.
php3 php3, this one. See here,
Uh,
this is the table, na?
mm,
This is
mm,
the table. Got it?
yes. Yes.
Okay, you can always beautify this table by using CSS. You know that.
Mm,
I'm just giving some width. If you provide the width, say 50,
what was that dynamic here? The term?
sorry,
What was the term dynamic over here?
which dynamic? Which one?
Dynamic table we are going to create,
We
you
will
told.
create. We will create this
Okay.
table dynamically. But first, let me
Mm,
show you. If you want to do it manually, means
mm,
not dynamically. Okay. If it is a HTML code,
mm,
pure HTML code, then you do not have any
mm,
scope to iterate, or you do not have any scope to generate the multiplication table. So then
mm.
what you have to do? You have to write the
So to use the PHP
3
code with
or
for this.
each row separately. Okay.
Mm,
We are not using the JavaScript, obviously. We are not going to use JavaScript here. So
mm,
here, the next part will be like that. So again, we are not applying the dynamic concept here. See,
mm.
this thing will be like that. Okay.
Okay.
See here the similarities. See, this is the tier part. Okay.
Mm.
And compare this tier part with the next tier part. Everything is same. Nah.
Yes.
Only the thing is different
Last with the values.
in these two TD values, right? Okay.
Mm,
So our concept is that we do not need this part. We just need one
mm,
tier, and we will use PHP code to iterate this
mm,
tier. Means
mm,
we will encapsulate this tier inside a loop, a simple loop.
mm,
Okay, inside a
mm.
simple loop, we will put this tier. So as the loop will iterate, this tier will be generated dynamically. Are you getting the concept? Let me show
Okay.
you. So here you have to write the PHP code. Okay.
Mm,
Acha, uh, I'm I'm just writing the PHP code here. Just watch. Say
mm,
PHP. Inside that PHP code, you write a loop. say dollar I is
mm,
equal to 1, dollar I less than equal to 5, not 5. If you are creating the
10.
multiplication table for 10, so dollar I is
Then
10
I
and
plus
dollar I
dollar I
plus
plus
plus.
plus.
So this will be your
Mm,
loop, right?
mm,
Got it. Now inside this loop,
yes.
what you will do,
Mm,
I'm
creating a
this
multiple.
PHP tag. So inside this, if
Mm,
you means echo, okay,
mm,
5, that is your
constant value,
5 multiplied by, or you can write in this way, maybe multiplied by dot
not dollar I,
dollar I dot within
comma
double quote
5
dot
into I.
5 multiplied by dollar I. Put this
Mm,
thing inside a bracket. Got it?
mm.
What it will do? This will generate the mm, uh, multiplication table.
Single statement multiplication table.
Okay. Just quickly run this code, and with that you give a
Mm,
break, HTML break. Now,
mm,
do not mix it up with this one. Okay.
yes.
I am just running this HTML code, this PHP file, to get the output for this for loop. Okay.
Yes, it will not be a formatted one, just the multiplication
Yeah.
table will be printed.
You can comment this HTML part for the time being.
Mm,
Okay. So in this program, this for loop will only be executed. Okay.
mm,
Let's run it first. Let me demonstrate it step by step. See here, this is the multiplication table. Okay. It is generated the
yes,
multiplication table. Now
yes.
what we have to do, we have to use this loop to put this value inside this
Inside that table.
table. Okay. Now you
Mm,
can understand that this is will be your one TD. This
mm.
will be the content of another TD, and this will be the content of the
The last
third
TD.
last TD. Okay.
Mm,
So what I am doing, I am just
mm,
putting this value here. Means what
mm,
you can do readily, you can do the things in two different way. Okay. How?
mm-hmm.
First one is, okay, just keep this thing in commented. I'm just copying because I need this thing to twice. Okay, so I'm just
Mm,
taking the whole thing and put the thing inside here.
mm.
Just follow and put everything inside echo, echo, and this is your string. Got it? You are echoing the string, right?
Mm,
You are echoing the string. Now
mm.
what you will do? Acha,
We'll have to comment the first
I'm just
echo.
commenting this one. Okay,
Mm.
first run this code. See, you are getting 10 rows,
Everything in it,
10 rows.
but not multiplication.
No, we do not put those values inside the TDs. Na?
Mm,
But you are getting 10 rows
mm,
and a complete table. But you
mm,
only have provided, see what you are doing inside this table tag, you have to
mm,
provide the TR and TD part. Okay.
mm.
So we are using what we are using? We are using this
PHP
for
code.
loop, this PHP code. Inside
Mm,
this PHP code, we are echoing that TRTD part. So this part,
mm.
this highlighted part, will be repeatedly printed on the browser for this many
For
times.
10 times.
Got
Mm.
it?
Yes.
Now, what you have to do, you have to put the values here. Okay, five
Dollar
you should
I.
put there because we are displaying
Ah,
the multiplication
printing
of
that
five.
one.
Here you need
Dollar
a
I.
variable dollar I. Okay, but if you write
mm.
$I here, then what will happen? I will show you.
It is a string again.
It is inside a string. Okay. And here,
Mm,
what you need? You need this
mm.
value.
5 into dollar I.
Okay. Okay. Now run it.
The same content, 5 into dollar I would have been
You are not
come in
getting
the
the
column.
values. So what you have to do? You have
Mm,
to separate this thing. See here, the
mm,
string is starting from here. Na? You have to end the
mm,
string here. Okay.
mm,
Then you have to concatenate with dot. After having the
mm.
variable, press dot and then
And then start the
start
string.
the string.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
The simplest thing,
And again,
see here,
uh,
how can you do that thing in a simple way? See, just when you
mm,
need to print a variable inside a string like that, just highlight it and
mm,
put the string. Say, see here how I am doing. I am pressing the
mm.
single quote twice.
Okay.
You do not have to press it for twice because of this VS Code automatically taking the end quote.
Mm.
Okay, so you are just pressing the single quote.
Single quote.
Okay, inside the single quote, come inside the single quote. You just press two dot. So your string is
Mm.
divided into two different strings. Okay, here you have to
Oh,
put the variable. Okay,
mm.
now I am doing the thing
Dollar.
same thing again. See here, that was 5. In this
Sing.
place, in
Mm.
the place of this 5, what I am, what I want a variable. So what I am doing,
Variable.
single quote,
Two.
dot dot,
Mm.
come here.
Mm.
Here you need to the variable. That's all. Save, saving it, run it. See here, this is the multiplication table. Got it?
Mm. Yes.
So this is the way how you can embed a PHP code inside an HTML to work together. Okay, you can do the
Mm.
same thing in another different way.
One more way.
Suppose,
Mm-hmm.
suppose you have a
Mm.
very large amount of HTML, then it is
Okay.
really very clumsy if you put the whole HTML inside a echo statement. The thing is
Mm.
not be means suitable for maintenance. Okay, so you should not do that thing.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
rather you will cut this PHP code into pieces. How?
Mm.
I'm showing it right now. See here your PHP code ends. Na? See here, this is the PHP code. This PHP code
Yes.
ends here. Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Now I am and the table also ends here. Okay, I'm just removing this. The table ends here. I will create another table for that. See here. So this is the complete code, right? So
Yes.
after that, I am giving a horizontal line HR. Okay, make
Mm.
two things separate. Now I am doing the same thing in a different way. Okay, in this part, I was
Mm.
means I was taking the whole PHP. I was taking the whole HTML code inside the PHP. Now I am
Mm.
distributing my PHP code inside the HTML. See how we can do that thing. I'm just copy the whole thing.
Mm.
Okay, this will be required, very much important. See here. See what I do not want. I do not want this PHP code inside this part. Na?
HTML code inside the
Okay. So I am just
P.
bringing my HTML code back. You remember this was my HTML code.
Yes.
Okay.
HTML code. Yes.
Yeah. And it was hmm, it was like that.
No string part. It was just TR.
TRTD. and that was our table, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now what you want, you want to iterate, means you want to print this tr repeatedly, na? This tr you want to print
Uh,
repeatedly. So what you will do?
I think this semicolon to be removed.
Yeah, semicolon.
Class.
Okay. So you write the
Uh,
PHP, starting PHP,
uh,
you use for that $I is equal to 1 and $I
mm,
less than equal to 10 and $I plus plus. Okay. You just remove this second bracket.
mm.
Okay. End this PHP here. You end this PHP here.
Okay.
Okay. End this PHP here.
Mm,
This part, and where you have to end that for loop, you have to end the for loop here. So here you put that in bracket.
mm,
Tell
mm.
me if it is gettable or not. See here.
Here,
This bracket,
5
see,
into I is not.
we will do that thing later. Okay. Just
Okay,
see,
fine.
this whole part now is within this for loop. You have to visualize the thing. Okay. We have
Yes,
divided
I
the
can
for loop
understand.
code into
Uh,
different parts of HTML. Okay.
mm,
This way you can also write the for loop or the PHP code with the HTML, and the effect is same.
mm,
This effect,
mm,
okay, and this effect
mm.
will be same. So it is a for loop. See, for started here, ends here. Okay, whatever inside it, so that will be the body of the for. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now what you will do? You will print the value here. Na? Here what we want? We want the $I value.
Variable.
So you
Mm,
have to print the $I, but you cannot write $I like that because it is a
mm.
normal HTML. It is not
Yes.
using the PHP tag.
Not the.
Okay.
Yes.
And we are not interested to insert any PHP tag here. We are not interested to keep this part inside the PHP tag. That's why we are taking this technique.
Mm.
So what you have to do, you have to write something like that. PHP echo
Okay.
$I.
Echo.
That's all.
Uh-huh. That's all.
Okay. Here what you have to do? You have to write
Again,
PHP
the PHP
echo,
echo
inside
5
that
into
5 multiplied by
5 into dollar I.
carefully and try to understand. So
Mm,
dynamically, this thing will be created that table with the desired values. Run it first. Save it and run it. See here, we are getting a new table, but with the same values. Okay, the effect is
mm.
same, but this type of coding is uh,
More
mm,
sophisticated.
sophisticated, and we will do in projects this type of coding, not this one. We are not interested to write the whole HTML code inside the echo inside a single PHP code. Rather, our HTML code will be there, and wherever required,
And
we
we will
insert the
embed
PHP
the
code.
PHP code.
Right, right. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So see here, if you just want to print the value of I, so you can remove this thing
Mm,
altogether. Okay, there is a shortcut. You can write like this.
okay.
Okay, so I am just keeping the two things here to make you understand. So
Mm.
this
So,
is
so that
same
both the
as
methods
writing
are. Mm,
echo. Okay,
mm,
save and run. See, output is same. Okay, so I am taking here another, say 7, printing the value of 7,
mm,
right? 7, save and run. See, this is the multiplication table of 7. Now got it. With the simple example, I am just trying to demonstrate how you can write, how you can mix up, how you can blend the PHP and the HTML code together. This is very much important. Later, in a PHP environment, in a PHP project, you will find this type of coding. Okay, you have to handle these things. You have to
Okay.
handle the files where you are getting both kinds of coding, HTML, and with it, you will face that PHP part, and with that you may face some JavaScript. I can always show you my projects, okay, where you can find
Yes.
a piece of means within the HTML you will find a chunk of PHP code, somewhere you will find
PHP
a
code
JavaScript
embedded.
code, somewhere you may find some CSS codes also over there, okay.
Okay.
So this you have to grab. Got it?
Okay.
Fine. So PHP and HTML, I think this is enough for the time being.
Mm.
Next we have something called array, PHP array, types of array, numeric array, associative array, multi-dimension array. Okay, fine. Okay, so array, I hope you know what is array. Hmm?
Yes, Yes, I know.
So we should not disturb by mentioning what is array, definition of array. Okay,
No,
so
no, no.
ARRAY, or we can say demo
Demo
ARR
array.
array one dot PHP. In PHP, you will find a special type of array that is called a associative array. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we will do that thing, but first let me show you the usual way of having an array, normal array. Okay, जैसे हम लोग
Okay.
जावा में यूज करते हैं, the array we
Mm.
used in Java or C and C++. Okay, the same way
Mm.
in PHP you can declare an array. So here I am taking only PHP tag, not taking the HTML part. Okay, so see here, how can
Okay.
you have an array? Syntactically, you can have an array like that, ARR, using a function called array. Each we have a function called array. This will become an array
Mm-hmm.
here. Okay. Now this array is a null array, means empty array, empty. This is an array,
Mm.
empty array. You do not put anything inside that array. Okay. But if you
Mm.
want to put some data inside it, then what you can do? So $ARR2 is equal to ARR array. Inside that 1122334455. So this is an array.
Declaring an array element.
Okay. Now you want say ARR ARR3. Okay. You want an array of strings. Some strings. Say
Mm. Either in single quotes or
Argentina,
double quotes.
Brazil, France.
आपको अर्जेंटीना बहुत पसंद है क्या?
Yeah, sure.
विजिट किए हो आप?
No.
Mm.
uh, I started understanding the football or that kind of thing, okay, the sport,
हाँ.
by seeing the play of Maradona, okay, from Argentina.
ओके.
So since from that
आपको वो
day,
जगह
yeah,
बन ना.
I like their football team very much. Means everyone have their own supporting team. Okay,
करेक्ट.
means in our country, in India, we don't know when India will be able to reach to that quality to play the World Cup. Means in football World Cup, not the cricket
फुटबॉल
part.
फुटबॉल
Okay,
वर्ल्ड कप.
so I don't think that Indian football is means in that right way it can match up with those classes of world football. Okay, for the near future.
आएगा.
Anyway,
वो.
आएगा तो we will cheer up then. But till that day, every Indians or we can say every of our locality have some countries. Means somebody like me supports Argentina, somebody supports Brazil, okay, somebody supports France, like
Mm,
that. Okay, so these teams will become our teams when during the World Cup.
correct.
Okay,
During the World Cup, football World Cup.
so I'm in favor of Argentina. Everyone have two or three choices. Like me,
Mm.
I my first choice is Argentina. The next one is Italy. Although Italy is not
Mm-hmm.
qualified for this time, Italy. See, this is an array of strings.
Array of string.
Now, this is this will be something new to you. PHP array is capable of,
Mm.
suppose, one comma, say, India.
Oh, different elements.
Let's check.
Type of element.
Let's check if it is possible. Okay, fine. So these are the arrays. Now,
Mm.
how to print those array? There is a function.
Mm.
You cannot use echo. Okay, with array.
Mm-hmm.
There is a function to print all elements in the array. That is your printer.
Printer.
So if you print the uh, first array, that means $error,
Mm.
and after that, what you are doing, you are echoing break, HTML break, right?
Mm.
Now I'm copying this thing to print all the array. 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. So this will be your 2, this is 3,
Is
and
it
this.
required after BR semicolon here because it's a PHP we have to write, or is it okay if we did not? We are considering that as a string.
This one,
हाँ वहाँ पे हाँ.
because it is a PHP code and PHP follow the syntactical rule from C.
Center.
Okay, so
Okay,
this is
okay.
a PHP statement. This is not an HTML statement. You
Okay.
remember? Okay.
HTML tag is embedded in the PHP code here.
Here HTML is embedded inside PHP. Okay.
हाँ correct sir.
Okay. Now you are trying to run this. We will try to run this demo array one.php.
Mm.
So inside demo PHP 3, demo array one.php. This is our code. See here, you have printed with these values.
Null.
See, first one is empty array.
Mm.
Okay, so this one is empty array, na? Error. You do not put anything
Yes,
inside
yeah, right. We did not have anything in that.
empty array. The next one you put
Mm.
some values at 0th position. So these are the indexes.
Mm.
0th position you have double one, one position you have double two, two position you have
Two.
double three, like that. Okay.
Mm.
Here 0th position you have Argentina as a string 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay. Here at 0th
Mm.
position you have 1, at 1 position you have string. So you understand this is the thing that you do not used till now. Okay.
Mm.
In C it was not possible. In C++ also it was not possible. In Java somehow it was possible in the latter part, but generally
Mm-hmm.
it was not possible also in Java. Okay. So this
Mm-hmm.
is the newest thing you get in PHP array. I got it.
Mm.
Now
Mm-hmm.
this is a function, printer function, which will print all the elements from the array. Okay, it is just there to
Mm-hmm.
print the array. Means just to mainly use.
No loop is required. A number of elements
Yeah,
are
you need
printed
loop.
within a single
Okay, to
statement.
work with an array, you need a loop. The loop is same for loop. Okay, so $I
Uh-huh.
and is equal to $I equal to starting from 0. Say I want to iterate over which loop? Here are three. So how many elements are there?
Mm.
One, two, three, four. Right?
Four elements are there.
I'm giving one more.
Mm.
Say Croatia. Okay. So it will be your less than equal to four. Okay. Then dollar I plus plus. Okay. So inside
Mm.
you want to print. Now here I am using
Mm.
four because I want to print the
Here,
dollar
each
error.
element.
What was the name of the array? Error three, na? Error three.
Here
Error
are
three,
three.
and inside that dollar I. Everything is similar to C. See here, echo. Okay,
Mm.
and with that you just put a what you can say. I can put a comma so that the country name will
We can
appear.
differentiate between the
Country name will appear
same
separated by comma
in the same line separated by
in
comma.
the same line separated by comma. Run it, save it,
Mm.
and run it. See here, this is the so
Output.
using PHP array is same like in Java or C and C++. Okay, the same syntax.
Mm.
See, this is the array name, and this is the index. You have to
Element index position.
write. Yeah, right. Now this is your length of the array, means the size of the array. Okay.
Mm.
Now, if you want to make it dynamic, then you can also do that thing using a function called count. It's a built-in function. Dollar ARR 3. Error 3. So what it will do? It will count the
It
number
will
of
take the
elements.
length of it.
Okay. So how many elements are there? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will give
Mm.
5 here. Okay. So I have
Mm.
to use less than. Otherwise, it will go
Yes.
beyond that.
Array index.
Yeah. Array index. Out of bound exception from Java, something like that.
Out of bound exception.
Okay. We will check what exception, what type of exception it will show. See here, the same output, na?
Mm.
See here, the same output.
Yes.
if you if you want to check the output, then you just remove it, give a hash sign, and now you will get the same output.
With
Okay,
the mm.
got it. Okay,
Yes.
what happened if I put the equal to sign? So dollar I will start from 0 and will reach to the 5, where you have this is your 0,
Only the
1,
four
2, 3, 4. So you
index
do not
position is
have the
ending at 4.
5 number of index inside array. So let's check what will
Mm.
happen. Save it and run it. See, this is error from PHP. PHP error look like this. Okay. Undefined array key 5. Clearly it is saying that
Mm-hmm.
key value 5
5 is
is
not there.
undefined at line number
Mm.
21. So you have to go to line number 21 and you are finding that okay, this is our mistake. Okay. So you have to remove it.
Mm.
Tell me. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, okay. So this is the array. How you can create an array here also. Um, I'm trying to show you one more thing. There is a special loop in PHP that is called for each. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Inside for each, you can mention that dollar ARR3 as dollar A. Just try it. Dollar A dot inside. I'm giving this one. Okay. And I'm putting a horizontal line here. Echo, saving it. See here, you are getting the name of the countries. So this
Mm.
is your for each loop. This for each loop will work
Each
on
element.
array
Uh,
in PHP. Okay. So look
mm,
at the syntax. For each $error3,
mm, mm,
for each $error3 as $a means each element inside this array will be treated as now
mm.
$a. Okay. Now this $a you are
And
using as
for
an element.
that dollar, yeah, we are concatenating with the
Yeah. So
double equal to
this
sign.
loop is very much similar to this loop, but it is a simpler
Mm,
form. Na? This is very simple.
mm,
You do not have to access the elements in this old fashion. You just access the element just like
mm.
a simple variable. So
One variable.
this is an advanced for loop. This is actually called for each loop, and this for each loop is made for iterating over the array in PHP. Okay, you will find
Mm-hmm.
the same for each loop in PHP also, and in
Mm.
Java you also have a for each loop mm, in the latter part in
It
the
is for what is the reason you told me? The this one for each loop
for each
is
loop
used
will
for
be used for
array elements. Huh?
array element. Okay, in PHP it is used for array element. So every element of
Okay.
in this array, every element in this array
Mm.
will be represented by this variable, one after another, sequentially.
One after
Okay.
the
The
sequence.
0th element will be first time in the first iteration. It this $a will be your 0th element.
Mm.
In the next iteration, this $a will be the error one
First
element.
index position.
The next,
Mm.
the second one. In this way, it will
Mm-hmm.
iterate over the array.
Very nice concept. Na? I think in Python also we have the same thing. I remember you telling for each is there in Python.
In Python, yes,
Ah.
Python you have for each. Okay, the same
Okay.
concept. So this is for each. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this
Okay.
this type of writing loops for array nowadays
Mm.
is no more required. Okay,
Out there.
until and
Out
unless
of
we
fashion.
require this index number for any specific purpose, we do not use this loop. We use this for each loop. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So this was array in PHP. Okay,
Mm.
now you can use mm, your the concept of two-dimensional array here. Okay, two-dimensional
Mm-hmm.
array you can use here. Now, how to use a two-dimensional array? But I think two-dimensional array I will discuss later. But what
Okay.
I can do right now, you got the concept of this one, array.
Yes, I got the concept of array.
Okay, so I am just going to show you the associative array. Okay,
Mm.
which is an important thing in PHP and new to learn. Okay, what is associative array? So
Okay.
I'm just creating another file for that. So demo array,
Mm.
demo array 2.php. Inside demo array PHP, I'm taking this one. I'm creating associative array. No, what is associative array? Associative array means uh, you are creating an array with two things, two
Mm.
elements. What are the two elements? Say what you have in normal array. You have this thing, na? 0, 1,
Mm.
2, and you have some value over here. Okay, say
Yes.
v1, say v2, say v2, v3. Now in associative array, what you can do, you can name this index position. Okay.
Mm.
So name this index position, something like that. Say Rahul.
Mm.
So index position is Rahul. It will be a string. Definitely, it will be a
Mm.
string. And you
Mm.
are storing the
Mm.
age of Rahul. Say 24. Okay.
Mm.
Here you are storing Messi. You are storing the age
Mm.
of the respective person. Say 35.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Say here you have Neymar, and you are storing the age here. Okay. So this type of array is called associative array. Here, these indexes are called keys. What they are saying?
Mhm.
They are saying that these indexes
Keys.
are keys and these are values. Values. So altogether, a key value pair is been created over here. What is a key value pair?
Mm.
Key value pair is something like that. Uh, See, this is an array. A key will be your Rahul.
Mm.
Okay. If a
Mm.
key is Rahul, then what will be the value? 24.
Value is
You have to give
24.
this operator, this arrow operator, not
Mhm.
a single line, equal to and greater than sign.
Mm.
Then put a comma.
Mm.
Okay. After that, what you have
Mm.
to write? You have to write say
Ra.
Messi.
Messi.
For Messi,
35.
so it will be 35. In that way, these things dot dot dot, these things will be stored. This will be stored in the 0th position. This will be stored in the first position in this way. Okay.
Mm.
So this one is a key value pair. This one is a key value
Mm.
pair. Key and its value.
Mm.
Key and its value.
Mm.
Okay. So
Mm.
this type of array is called associative array in PHP.
Okay.
And it is very much needful
Mhm.
in real life project or in doing anything. This associative array is
Mhm.
very much needful. Python,
Mhm.
probably tomorrow we will start the data types in Python. Python, there
Mm.
is a concept called dictionary. Okay. The same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very.
So this associative array, I will show you now how to create an associative array. Let's do that thing here. Say I'm giving the
Something like array of objects.
hmm,
Is it something like a concept of array of objects?
array of objects. It's basically
Uh,
array in PHP. Okay. It's simple array.
uh. There we have na one more like array of objects. Like
Yeah.
one can store means object itself can be an
When you
each
see, if
element.
you observe, I put this is a
Mm.
brace. If you put a brace,
Mm.
then it will become an object. But if you put this sign, then this will become a simple array, nothing else. Okay.
Array.
I should have
Mm.
put this square bracket here because we are not creating the objects. We are creating the array. Okay. Objects are there. We can discuss objects in separate time. Okay. But
Okay.
currently, this is a simple array. So what I have to do,
Mm.
array array, I am taking the array function. Okay.
There one key value and one key, one value will be there like that
I can write that thing in
in
that
this
way. Say
associative array. Okay.
Rahul,
Mm.
and the value for Rahul is 24. Then give comma.
24.
Then give Messi, and the value for Messi is 35. Okay. But to me, if you write the thing in this way, then it will be
Mm.
more convenient. It looks
Mm.
good
More organized.
here. Okay. This is you are writing an array. See here,
Player. Player is a array name.
key. Player name. Oh, acha. Player is the name of the array. Player
Mm.
is the name of the array, and these individual names
Mm.
are acting as a key. Okay.
Mm.
like that. So this is an array. This array is called associative array, and each individual element are in the form of key value pair. This is called key, and this is their values.
The value pair.
Okay.
Mm.
Now, how you can access the thing? Simple access is something like that. Echo. If you want to print the age of Messi, then what you can write? Dollar player within square bracket, write Messi, and that's all. Got it?
Mm.
Just
Okay.
run it. Demo array 2.php. So it will be a demo array 2.php. See here, it is 35. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So simple accessing is simple, like the other arrays. Here, just you have to mention the key name.
Key value in
Key
the
value, na? Key
subscript.
name. This is the
Key
name of
name,
the
sorry.
key. Key
Value
name.
is different.
Value
Mm.
are these things. Okay. So you have to mention the
Mm.
key name. So it will fetch the
Mm.
right data. Now, how you can use a loop? You can use a loop using for each. For each dollar player as see here, how can I write the thing? You can write in some different format, but this will be
Mm.
most useful things. Key dollar value. Okay. Echo. If you want to access the key and the value separately, then you can took this.
Mm-hmm.
Say I want to print the name of the keys only.
Key. Key.
Okay. Acha.
Mm.
I'm taking the value for key. Okay, I am using concatenation
Mm.
dollar key. I will show it later, but first let me show it this much. Okay, I want to print the key names. Run it first.
Mm.
See, you are only getting the key names, right?
Key names. Yes.
If you want the values separately, then what you can write? Value. You just use this variable. These are the variables. So you define the format here. So these key value pairs
Mm.
are being separated. The key names are being stored inside this key, and the values are stored inside this value. So you can you can access the key name and the values separately. Okay, run it.
Mm-hmm.
See, these are the values. Okay, now I can design
Mm.
my statement.
Both the things. Mm.
The value for key, mm, key dollar key dot is dot value. Got it? What it will write?
Mm.
The value for key Rahul
Key
is 24.
is 35, 24, 35.
Like that. Save and run
Mm.
it. See here, I have to put a break statement at the end so that everything
Mm.
appear in the next line. So I am
In
putting
the
the break
next line.
statement here. At the beginning, I am giving the break statement so that it will break after this also. See here.
Excuse me.
The value for key Rahul is 24, value for key Messi is 35. So what is the motto? The motto is to access the individual key and
Key
individual.
and the value.
This is very much required.
Value.
This is very much required
Mm.
in coding. Okay. So you understand what is an associative array. You
Yes,
understand
I
what
got it.
is for each loop, how to
For
use
each also.
for each loop in associative array,
Mm.
also in normal array. Okay, you
Yes.
understand these things now. Okay, so you have next you have that multi-dimensional arrays. Okay, quickly look into the part. See, creating array. So you can create array in this way. These are the things. Maybe they will show you some different texts. No, the same way array. Okay, okay, fine. Accessing elements. See here, this is for each loop.
Mm.
Okay, no multi-dimensional array they are showing here. Okay, okay. One more thing I can tell you that you can
Mm.
create an array without using this array function altogether.
Array function.
Say just
Okay.
like that. Say dollar $ARR is equal to uh, see here dollar $ARR is not used in this code, na? So dollar $ARR is
Huh.
altogether. So you can use say within bracket say 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. So this becomes an array. Okay.
Mm. Exactly like C or other programming language.
Aha, you can not see, you cannot write
Uh-huh. Yeah, they're double good flower brackets. Within flower brackets, we give the array.
dollar $ARR2 is equal to say 1 1
Mm.
comma 2 2 comma 3 3 comma 4 4 comma 5 5. That was the concept of array in C,
Mm.
but there
Mm.
you have to write like that. Okay,
To the subscript.
do
Mm.
not in that thing here. Okay, you can print R. Just check this print R with printer dollar $ARR and print R dollar $ARR two.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. Just check what they are doing. Syntax error. This one. Okay, so it is not
Mm.
taking this one.
Flower bracket is not taking.
So you have to omit this time. Okay, so this is an array in PHP.
Mm.
See here. Okay,
Mm. Okay.
okay. So you can use the array, or you can directly see here. Okay, we can remove this thing out because we do not require that part. No, we will change this thing. What you can do, you can write say one with a value, direct value, say 5 5. Okay,
Mm.
there are two one and say I will put random values here. Here are two, say
Mm.
here are two 45, here are three, say 25, here are four. You give say 75 and one more. Here are say zero, say one one. Now if you print this error two, what will happen? Okay, I'm just putting some random values inside
Mm.
using the subscript operator. Okay,
Mm.
hoping that error 2 will be taken as an array. Okay, let's check.
Mm.
See, it is taking. I want to show it
Okay.
in clear format. For that, I need to print one more horizontal line, hr slash. See here, error 1,
Mm.
2, 3, 4, and 0.
Zero
Okay,
is going at the last.
0, I put 0 at last, but
It will not rearrange
it will not rearrange
internally.
automatically. Okay, it will not rearrange automatically, just like that. Okay, so this becomes an array.
Mm.
This becomes an array. Okay, if you want to
Correct.
use the for each loop here, for each, say dollar $arr2 as dollar $a, and inside that echo
Echo.
a dot,
Echo spelling wrong, I think.
yeah,
We can echo dollar a dot br for every element. It will create one br tag.
yeah. So if you run this thing, so you will get, see here, 55 is going. So I'm getting another horizontal line here after this print statement. Okay, so that all the
Mm.
elements in this for each loop will come from a fresh line. See here, 55. Okay, so this zeroth element is coming last. So in every term in PHP, arrays are very flexible.
Mm.
You can use array in
Mm.
any way. There is no hard and fast rule. Only that much. Okay. Got
Mm-hmm.
it? So
Got
this is
it.
your array in PHP. In PHP,
Mm.
inside an array, you can put any types of variable, means any types of data.
Mm.
If you remove this data and maybe I put India, it is always there. Okay, no problem. Got it.
Mm.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is your array in PHP. Now I am
Mm.
not doing that multi-dimension array part, since this part
Okay.
do not contain multi-dimension array. Maybe we will do it later. But you have these methods, these functions that you can use
Mm.
on array. Just a minute. Every PHP array keeps track of the current. The array iterator functions like current, reset, previous, each. No, no. Why they are giving these things? Okay, not these functions. Actually,
Mm.
I want to show you some other functions. Maybe in the next part, lab. Okay, so this is the end of this slide. Okay, this is the end of
Oh,
this PPT.
PHP
Lab
one.
exercise is there. Okay,
Mhm.
lab exercise. Okay, we'll see the lab exercise later, but I am going to show you, say, how to know more about PHP array or PHP things. As I always say,
Mm.
PHP uh, array
No. Mm.
functions. You can use PHP array functions. Now you can go to the
Manual.
PHP.NET manual. That is the most
Mm.
authentic and most means the ultimate thing. Here you will find
Mm.
all possible methods or all possible anything, everything about array here. Okay,
Array.
see, these are the methods that you can use with the array and everything about array. But for simplicity, you can go to the W3 school, and here you will find
Mm.
these are the methods. Okay, array functions. Okay,
Mm.
so for each functions you can visit, but not necessarily you need to visit all the functions. Some functions, you if you go through it, you can understand what this function is actually doing from this the description. So according to
Mhm.
need, you can pick it out from here. Okay, you do not
Okay.
have to remember all these things. You have to come to this site.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is not.
and you have to
Mm.
search which function is most suitable for you.
Appropriate or based on the requirement.
Yeah, based on the
Mhm.
requirement you get it from here. Like that, I am taking, say, this one. See here, count is a function that
Mm.
will be treated on array to count the number of elements. Okay,
Yes.
now this kr sort, a sort, we will show you later, that works on associative array. But
Mm.
you also have a method called sort. See here, this is sort. This is a
Mm.
very interesting method. Just go inside it, sort. What this method will do, this method will automatically sort the content of the array. Okay, so that is
Mm-hmm.
very much useful. See here, if you want to sort this array, but first remove this India from here and put some other value, say 66. If
Numeric
you want
value.
to sort this
Mm.
error 2, then what you will do? You can use
Simply
the
use this
sort
method.
method.
Sort and
Inside that, you
put the
pass
array
the
name.
value error 2, okay, and printer dollar error 2 will happen. Make it more clear, I am putting another hr, save it and run it. See here what you are getting. Okay,
All the elements are
just
sorted.
I am just removing this printer, I am just copying this thing
The for each.
for
Mm.
it so that you can get a clear idea. See here, see, before sorting the array was that, and after the calling of sort
Mm.
operation, aste,
The elements are in this order.
the element got get sorted. Okay, and this will happen for the string array
Mm.
too. This will happen for the string array too. Okay.
If it is having a mixed, like,
Mixed array. These kinds of things
uh,
are called, I call these things as R&D, research and development. Okay, you research and you develop yourself. So you are
okay.
welcome to do this kind of research. Although we are doing
R&D.
it here, R&D, do some R&D whenever possible.
uh, okay.
See here, this is basically on the ASCII value, na? See the ASCII
Yes.
values of this one. What is the ASCII value, or
Mm.
you can say Unicode? What is the ASCII value or the Unicode for one? That is for 9.
49.
So all means every elements have the ASCII values
Uh,
of 49, 50, 51, means up to 57.
mm.
The
After
digit.
that only the
This
number
I,
ring will
this
start.
I has ASCII value starting from this 65. Na? This is capital letter
65, 65.
65. So
Mm.
obviously it will be the last element. You got the idea?
I got it. Mm.
Okay.
Mm. I would have thought that before only, but
Suppose I
I
am
did not
giving
think.
0 here. Okay. And I am giving here, say, Indonesia and 5, 4. Now what will happen? Tell me. If the content is like that, now what will happen?
Mm-hmm. The 075 will come after
Okay, check it.
India, Indonesia will come.
Check
Oh,
it.
0 has not come.
See,
075 has not come. Other guess is correct.
yeah, PHP has that kind of attitude. Means it is a type of
Mm-hmm.
the variables are a type of variant. Means the type of the variable is
Okay.
decided on the basis of the value. Okay. So if you are
Mm-hmm.
giving this kind of value, so it will take this
Mm-hmm.
value, consider this value as an integer value. Okay. So if it's
Mm-hmm.
an integer value, so it will remove the zero from the beginning.
from the beginning.
Okay. If you want to make it as a string, then you have to put it inside the single quote, na? Then the zero will be there.
Mm.
Okay. So what it
But
actually
otherwise, also 75 was not there, I think. The value was eliminated.
value was eliminated.
Can we just have a look at this?
45,
Yeah.
55, 61. Okay. 45, 55, 61. Okay.
Oh, 0 was taken as OR. 61 it was printed for 75.
Mhm.
075.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Why it is printing 65?
61 it printed.
It is printing 61.
Ah.
61 for the zero.
Uh,
Okay, that need to be checked. Okay, fine. That is a good thing now. 0, 75. Okay.
mm. 045 if we make
0,
45. I mean, with along with another element.
45.
Mm.
37. It is taking 37. Why?
Mm. Each time it is taking, interpreting 0 as something. I
And,
think it is taking sum of digits, huh?
and what type of digit? 45. Okay. Let's do some analysis. 45.
Mm.
Okay.
Is interpreted as 31.
0, 1. 45 is interpreted
Mm.
as
31, I think.
37.
37. Mm.
37. So how can we make 37 from 45? Let's do some analysis. Say it is 0, it is 1. Okay. So
Mm.
4 multiplied by 8 to the power 1 plus 5
Mm.
multiplied
Multiple
8 to the power
8 to the
0.
power of 0.
So what it is giving?
30, 20,
32
32
plus
plus 5.
5. So what you are getting? You are
Correct,
getting
na? 37.
37. So what you understand?
Now we'll do the same thing for
Okay,
six
you do the same thing
75.
for 75. These are called R&Ds. Okay.
Okay.
Something unusual. If something unusual happens, then normally freshers
Mm.
what happens? Oh, they get
61 will give
impatient.
the value.
Okay, they get impatient.
Mm.
Okay, but actually, you should have a challenge. You should feed a challenge over there. Okay, let's do some R&D. If you can understand the thing,
Mm.
then you will be
It's
satisfied by
well and
any
good.
means of anything. The 61.
Mm.
Okay, so 070
Mm.
is actually giving you 075 is at
61 it is giving.
61.
6
How?
8 48.
7
What?
multiplied by 8 plus
Mm.
5. Okay. Means I am writing in this
7
way.
8.
7 multiplied by 8 to
Ah,
the power 1. Since it is your
ah,
0,
got it.
it is 1 plus
60,
5
56.
multiplied by 8 to the power 0. So what it is giving? 61.
Mm. Mm. Correct. It was giving 61.
So now tell me
100%.
what is happening.
It is converting into the
No, no,
byte
biting me.
format.
This is octal. Okay. Octal.
Okay, octal.
8, 8. I
Oh,
am taking
zero
the
was
base. Octal format.
because zero it was convert taking into octal format. It is giving the
Hmm.
result.
So when we are writing in this fashion, it
Three
is
digit
taking numeric.
passion. It is taking it as a
7, it is
numeric
taking as a
and
numeric integer,
octal.
but in octal format. So it is
Mm,
actually octal 61. Okay.
mm,
075 75 075 is actually octal 61. So it is the octal value. So now see, a PHP array, a single PHP array is taking decimal values, octal values. means a mixed type of array. Huh?
Hexadecimal.
Mixed type of array.
Mm.
You can put anything inside a PHP array, and with that,
Mm-hmm.
you can put array inside array, a PHP array element. You
Mm.
can put a whole, or means a complete array as a
Inside
element
a
of, that is called your
single
multi-dimensional
element.
array. Okay,
Oh, that is multi-dimensional array.
that is multi-dimensional array, and we will do it later, next day probably.
Okay.
But array you must understand
Mm-hmm.
in PHP is very important. It's not very
Mm-hmm.
important in terms of exam. Means I am not saying that it is important for exam. For exam, I am
Uh,
not worried about exam, but
career
for
wise.
the
Career wise.
projects, but for the programs, okay, for
Mm.
understanding many things, okay, array is what you must have the idea, and the same
Mm.
idea you can transfer directly to Python. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So my intention is always remain saying that learn by self, means I just want to show everyone how to learn by yourself. Just do some R&D, take the basic idea.
Mm.
I can always, or the faculties can
Mm.
always, means whatever class you are doing anywhere around the world, faculties can give you the idea, but with that idea you have to explore the remaining parts. Okay, and for that purpose you need the
Correct.
R&D. Okay,
Mm.
so today we will stop here, completing
Yes.
this segment, this PPT. I think
Oh,
maybe
all the
next
time
day we
went
will
off.
see here server side programming. But before server side programming, I will show you the multi-dimension array and
Mm.
something called functions in PHP. Okay,
Okay.
functions, how
Okay,
you
fine.
can user defined functions, create user defined functions, and the multi-dimension array. After that, we will move into the server side programming. And while we will do the server side programming, you will face obviously the MySQL database. Okay, so there we will do some
Okay.
task. Okay, connecting MySQL database and do some real life, means web related job. Okay, data handling.
Okay.
So today we will stop
Okay.
here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything you
Thank you.
need to ask?
Anna. Today, whatever we have.
Okay.